Hi students, welcome back to our chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about our new chapter fibers and plastics. The production and consumption of each and everything we use in our daily life is closely related to chemistry. The applicational field of chemistry is most in our daily life. The contribution of chemistry to fields like agriculture, industries, healthcare, food industry, habitat, transport, and research have been invaluable. Students, we all know that we live in an era of tremendous progress in the field of science and technology. We see a variety of substances around us that are available for improving our lifestyle. Chemistry has paved way for amazing changes through the maximum utilization of natural resources and also by producing a variety of modern materials. So students, in this chapter, first we discussed about polymers. You know that cotton, silk, wool, jute, etc. are the substances used for producing clothing. All of them, along with other familiar substances like fiber, rubber, etc., are made of molecules belonging to a group called polymers. So, polymers are macromolecules formed by the combination of a large number of simple molecules that are monomers. Simply, we can say that polymers are large molecules formed by the combination of small molecules. Once again students, what are polymers? Polymers are large molecules formed by the combination of small molecules called monomers. Monomer molecules, that means small molecules combine to form polymers, just like a necklace being formed by the combination of various identical beads. Molecules like glucose, amino acid, etc. are examples for monomers. Starch and protein are polymers that formed from these monomers. Based on the physical nature of polymers, polymers are mainly classified into three. They are fibers, plastics, and rubber. Listen students, on the basis of their physical nature, polymers are mainly classified into fiber, plastic, and rubber. Fiber. Fibers are the polymers suitable for the manufacture of strong threads. Plastic. Plastic is the polymer which can be molded into different shapes. Rubber. We know that rubber is an elastic polymer. So first we are going to discuss about fibers. I already mentioned that fibers are polymers and it is suitable for the manufacture of strong threads. There are two types of fibers. The first one is natural fiber and the second one man-made or synthetic fiber. Natural fibers like cotton and silk etc. have a number of merits, but they do not possess specific desirable properties. They are not sufficient to meet all our needs. First, we are going to discuss about the merits. Okay. Natural fibers are comfortable to wear. They are suitable for any climate. They are natural. They can absorb water and they do not harm the body. Now we are going to discuss about the demerits of natural fibers. Okay. The first one is the availability of natural fibers. They are less available. And the other demerit is they are not long lasting. They will easily rumple and they are costly. In order to overcome these demerits of natural fibers, several synthetic polymers have been prepared through chemical methods. The synthetic polymers like nylon and terylene, widely used nowadays in textile industry, are man-made polymers belonging to the category of fibers. Do you know, students, what are the general characteristics of these synthetic fibers? These synthetic fibers are cheaper than natural fibers. They can dry easily on getting wet. Synthetic fibers are wrinkle free and they have high durability. The availability of synthetic fibers is greater than natural fibers, and also attractive colors can be given. Along with the merits, they have also demerits. Synthetic fibers have low ability to absorb water. They are not suitable for hot weather. Synthetic fibers have low aeration and have high inflammability. Now you notice that synthetic fibers have also limitations. How can we overcome these limitations? Synthetic fibers are generally used by blending them with natural substances like cotton. Thus, we can overcome the limitation of synthetic fibers. So students, today we discussed about polymers and fibers and two types of fibers, natural and synthetic fibers, and also we discussed the merits and demerits of natural fibers and synthetic fibers. That's all for today. Thank you.